the live episode. You know, we
Absolutely.
here live, man, of the no, this ain't that. this,
I know what you. I know exactly
this
what you was about to say. I
welcome
know
back to another
exactly
live
what you.
episode of the Bookfest Club. Man, I'm your co-host, Jew.
And I'm your co-host Jay.
And man, we're back to have a discussion. We're not reviewing the book, we're not interviewing the
Nope.
author.
Nope.
We're getting, man, we about to man, we may step on some toes with this one, bro.
I believe we will. I
Man,
believe we will,
we're
kind
going to talk
sir.
about criticism today
Bum, bum,
and
bum,
and
bum.
responsibility that book reviewers, bookish influencers, bookish
Mm-hmm.
content creators have when it comes to keeping it a band,
Absolutely.
right? And so, man, we're going to talk about criticism and authors, the work that authors are cranking out, and are we allowed to criticize? Are we allowed to, as the base word of criticism, be a critic, right? Are we allowed to critique?
Mm-hmm.
Ready to hop into it, bro?
Man, I'm ready, but I don't know if the people gonna be ready for this one, brother. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know
You might.
because my question is this: at what
Right.
point does protecting the author becomes dishonest to the reader?
Mm-hmm.
Because we're trying to protect the author. We're trying not to make sure that we're not saying anything negative.
Mm-hmm.
And my thing is this, and I think you said this on social media, a post that we posted in preparation for this live. Authors are not above criticism
No.
just because their writing is personal, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is their baby. I feel like, man, writing a book is deeply personal and it takes a lot out of someone. But once that book is published, bro, once it's sold, once it's marketed, once it's placed in the marketplace for
Mm-hmm.
people to consume it, readers are allowed to have an opinion about it, bro. And you know, content creators, bookish influencers, we're readers first.
Yep.
We're
And
readers first.
I think that, like, when you step into this space of reviewing books, right? Everything you read is not gonna be the best book. Not saying that you have to come out flat out trash the author, but it's
Facts.
just like music. How are you quick to say that you don't like this song or you don't like this artist? It's easy to do that with music, but why is it so hard to do that with books? It's easy to do it with TV shows and movies, but why is it so hard to do it with books? And that's the question that I would like to ask the public. Like, when you
Yeah.
really sit down and you think about it, why is it in this space?
And their fans come after you. I feel like you can respect the author and still reject their art.
Yeah.
You
and
know,
and if there is just like artists, rappers, whatever, musicians, you're trying to make money off of a book. You need consumers, right?
yeah.
Once you put your art out there, it is to be criticized. And if you're in this space like where we are, where we're book podcasters, imagine us coming on here and just saying everything is fluffy and all that, right?
Yeah.
That's like us hosting a music podcast and saying everybody music is fire. It'd be easier for me to just be like, yo, Kendrick is trash, because I believe he's trash. A lot of people might think that Kendrick is a good rapper. I don't think he's a good rapper. He got a Pulitzer Prize, so what? He don't got. I don't think he has balls like Drake. But that's just my opinion. But you see how I'm able to say that, and we able to have a solid discussion, right? But if I say a
You're
book is
triggering
whack,
me, bro. You're triggering.
that
You're
that
rage
that
bait.
that's for
You're
that's
rage
for that
baiting
Crave
right now.
comment earlier.
It's all
So
good.
it's like, why when I say a book is not that great, why do I have to be the bad guy?
Right?
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So
I
sometimes
feel
it'd be
like a
hard for
book.
me to, balance that, man. It ain't hard for me to balance that. I gotta balance it because we got a podcast.
Yeah.
But then it's like, are we doing a
Or
disservice to the
man,
people
maybe
that follow us?
yeah, because it's like, man, we're not going to say nothing bad because we want to continue to interview these authors, or
Right.
we don't want to be bashed on social media. It's like I feel like the moment we start thinking like that and behaving in that way, we lose our credibility.
And that's what I don't want to lose. That's
Right?
what I don't want to lose.
Because here's the thing, I feel like I here's what I believe. I believe that publishing a book is an invitation to a conversation. When
Yeah.
I walk into Barnes and Noble, when I walk into Books a Million, when I walk into Second and Charles, and I see a book on the shelves that piques my interest, it's inviting me into this world, into this conversation, right? It's not a demand for applause. Publishing a book is not a demand for applause. I feel like it's an
Hmm.
invitation to a conversation that we can have. And I think we need to
Yep.
be honest in that conversation. Because once you charge me for that book, let's be clear. Once you charge me for that book,
Right.
you've also given me permission to evaluate the book,
Hmm.
to critique the book, to give an opinion of the book. And so I feel like if you bold enough to step into that space, you should have thick enough skin to receive whatever comes with it.
Yeah.
And I'm
And
not saying be vindictive and be nasty about it. No, I feel like there's a way to be classy about it. I feel like there's a way that we could do it with dignity and respect the author at the same time, but at the same time, like I said earlier, reject the art.
let me ask you this, Drew.
Yeah.
Jay Z is your favorite rapper, right?
Yep.
Does it change anything for you if your favorite rapper don't make a song that you like? Do you like all of Jay Z's catalog?
No, it just happened. Jay-Z just dropped a verse on the new Beyonce song that she
Right.
just released. I think last week. She released it either this week or last week.
Mhm.
And I was like, man, Jay, you shouldn't probably drop that verse.
Right. And it what? But did it change your perspective on the?
No, he's still my GOAT.
And that's where I'm going with it. So why in this book space is it so difficult for us to come out and say this book wasn't for us? Let me tell you why. This book
Mm,
might be for you, right? And we can say that in the space, right? Because everything you read can be 5 stars, just like everything you watch or listen, or even with art. If I see a painting, I'm like, yo, this is trash. I can easily say that just like that. But
yeah,
when you get to the books and you get to people's favorite, it's like, nah, you can't say that wasn't
it's
good.
a double standard.
You can't say that wasn't good. I could give you all the praises in the world. It's like that. Like everything I say is fire, right? Everything that you wrote is fire. But the one time I don't like something that you wrote, you know what I'm saying? Or it didn't resonate with me, I can't say that. Nah, that's
Nah,
not fair, and that's not fair
yeah,
to the
it's
audience.
not
That's not fair to what we do in this space, right? We
right.
have people that come to us, believe it or not, because they think that they not think, but they want to hear our opinion on it, right? This
Real
is
talk.
why podcasts for hip hop for the culture exists, right? Because you talk about the art. We ain't disrespecting you. You put it out there, so it's our job to talk about it.
Jay, let me ask you this:
Yeah,
if we believe authors deserve praise when they write something
Secrets. What up?
amazing, something that's super dope, why wouldn't they be eligible for criticism when they miss? Right? If you're open to the praise,
Uh huh.
but I feel like you equally need to be open to the criticism as well. If you miss the mark on something, or if your fan base is like not
Exactly.
right, you it goes both ways. And so, man, that's my thing, man. I feel like book influencers also have a responsibility to the audience as well, and I kind of want to speak
Absolutely.
on that, bro. I feel like we're developing relationships with these authors, we're developing relationships with publishers, narrators, creators, followers even.
Hmm.
That creates a temptation though for us as book influencers and as book content creators, um, to soften our opinion, right? Because you don't want to burn bridges.
Right.
And I know I felt that tension before, right? It's like,
Yeah.
man, it's like, do I air like Jaquel kind of didn't, she kind of missed it right here. After Morgan died, it fell flat,
Fell
right?
flat for you. I know what you mean.
But your audience follow you because they trust your taste.
Opinions.
They
Yeah.
trust your opinion. They trust your viewpoint. And I feel like your credibility is more valuable than your access.
Exactly. Whew. I ain't saying y'all. He said it.
And it's true, bro. My credibility is more. I may not get, Arthur may not, they may be shook to come on the Bookfest Club because we're going to give a real opinion,
Yeah.
right? We're going to give a real bookmark system. And if you get 3 bookmarks, You just
But
missed
that
on that
doesn't
for
mean,
us.
yeah, it doesn't mean that this book. But you know what it is? I think, but it's just no. I can't even say that because I'll be doing myself a disservice, and I got to continue to make that comparison.
Yeah,
Rappers and artists, they only drop once every what? They come out once every 2 years, right? J.
yeah.
Cole might the fall off been coming up for years, and it finally came out, and people didn't like it, right? Does that not make J. Cole one of people goats? Right. So I think
Does
it
that mean
falls in
that
a
he didn't
line,
spit bars in it? Does
right?
that
And I
mean
think
like
it,
the album fell flat, but the marketing was dope? You know, it's
yeah, the
just
marketing was super dope. But
yeah.
I think that people can't differentiate like us speaking. We not speaking negative, but we might not that book might not gravitate to us, right? I read 23 hours, what is it? 10,000 hours minutes. And we're gonna talk about that book. Because it was some things that I didn't like, it was some things that I liked.
Hmm.
But that's my opinion. I'm giving you my opinion about the book, right? I ain't say one time don't go buy the book, and it's for any book. It's not just that particular book. I'm not talking about that one. I'm
Right.
saying if I say that, that is not. I would say, yo, go read the book, go buy the book, because what might not float for me might float for you.
And I
So
feel like that's why, Jay, if I could give a caveat to
no, go
that,
ahead, go ahead.
that's why it's
Definitely.
important that, and I love how you do this in our episodes when we review a book. You're saying, we got the 5 point rubric. And so it
Mm-hmm.
kind of removes the me element out of it because we're going according to this standard that we have, this rubric that we have, these 5 points. This is
Mm-hmm.
where, the cards fell, if you will. And it kind of
Right.
adds a little bit of objectivity to the whole process of us critiquing and, reviewing a book. But I just really believe that if every book that you review gets 5 stars, eventually those 5 stars don't mean nothing.
And this is what I be trying to tell people. How many 5-star books are we gonna do before people be like, yo, what's really going on? Who's
Yeah.
answering the hard questions?
Yeah.
Right? What did we get in this space for? Did we get in this space for fluff? We didn't get in this space for fluff. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, I'm a big Drake fan. There's a lot of Drake records that I don't like, but he's still my GOAT,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So what difference does it make if I didn't like this book? I love every other book. Matter
Yeah.
of fact, let me keep it. I ain't even gonna keep it on there. Let me keep it on Frida for a second. Frida McFadden is the GOAT, right? She's my
Yeah.
GOAT, right?
Okay.
There are a couple of Frida books that I didn't like. So what? Does that make me not a Frida fan?
No,
Like,
absolutely
what does
not.
that make? But you
Absolutely not.
know I'm a Frida fan. You know
Yeah.
I'm a Frida fan.
And then, but at the same time, when you say you don't like it, I'm kind of leaning in a little bit closer because I'm just like, hold up. He's like,
Jay,
Frida is
right?
his goat. And so for
Is
him not to like this, that opinion kind of has a little bit more weight and gravity to it, bro.
and that's what I would want to, you know what I'm saying, for it to
Yeah.
gravitate to. So it's like, all right, what is he really saying about this book?
Yeah.
Because if he's saying he ain't like this book, right, then something got to be wrong, right?
And it's the something wrong is that you now become a marketing agent
Oh man.
because access is more important than honesty,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
That access that you get is way more important than you being honest to your audience, and you stop being a critic, and that's who we are, and
yeah.
you start becoming marketing. And that's okay.
Oh,
Just say that you're a marketing director, bro. That's all you got to say. Because our followers shouldn't have to wonder whether we're reviewing the book or
right.
protecting the relationship. They shouldn't have to
And
wonder that, right? You can
that's
lose
the
followers
yeah.
telling the truth, and I'm okay with that, right? Losing
Damn,
followers
you took my damn
the
answer.
telling the truth, bro. You can lose trust pretending that everything is good and everything is copacetic. Everything ain't copacetic, man. I got an issue with this book, bro. And we need to
So
come
what
out and
you
say that.
so what you think more important? Losing followers or keeping your credibility? Or what, let me say that. Let me rephrase it.
Uh-huh.
Upsetting the established order, right? Because the established order is, I'm gonna be clear with this. The established order is we do not critique black authors.
Hmm.
That's the established order. Can we agree to that one,
Let's
right?
let's
So
talk on that, bro.
the established order is we don't, you know what I'm saying, critique black authors, right? But what would you rather have? Your credibility, and being trustworthy in this
Hmm.
space as a bookish content creator
Yeah.
or a book podcaster, or would you not want to ruffle no feathers and end up on threads getting canceled? There's no in between with this one. If we
I'm
critique
not.
one of these authors that everybody love, we getting clipped off rip. They what? Get them out of here, bro. They
And
deuces. And
and
it's
when you
like,
talk about that
damn.
black book, yeah, when you talk about that black book space question, man, I feel like this is a man. I think the Bookfest Club can have an important conversation right here, man. I
I
feel
believe
like
so.
we, and I would like to invite the bookish community to this conversation, man. And it's rather
Yeah.
black, because black authors historically haven't received equal publishing. They haven't received equal bookstore placement. They haven't received equal marketing, adaptation opportunities, translating it into, adapting it into a movie or adapting it into a TV show. They
Hmm.
haven't received mainstream coverage, right?
Right.
So people understandably feel protective of black authors.
Yes, it's live. Go
But
ahead.
does protecting black literature mean avoiding criticism? And I will argue the opposite. I mean, taking black literature seriously means taking it seriously enough to critique it, man. And I
Yeah.
feel you're not immune. You're not immune from critique. If it fell flat, it fell flat. I'm not gonna. That's affirmative action, bro. There's not gonna be any bookish affirmative action out here, bro. For real. Like
I
if you
agree.
whack, if it was whack, it's whack, and that's just one opinion, right? We have to start normalize. No, that wasn't for me.
Right. And I feel like it's okay to say, yo, that wasn't for me, right? And we
Yeah.
do have a author, they just jumped into the joint. He said KO author underscore KOLD said people definitely have their picks, but black authors are the most critiqued even by our own people. What you say about that, bro?
I don't know. I'm critiquing every author I read, and I feel like equality isn't saying that every black book is great, right?
Right.
Because we can't say that. I don't think
Hmm.
like people can really watch and follow you in good faith be, because you're just going to say every black book is great. It's great. Black book wrote it, man. It's great. But equality is giving black books enough respect to have serious conversations about which ones are great and why.
Right.
That's where I feel like the respect comes in, about like taking the time out and giving it the conversations that it deserves and the conversations that need it surrounding those particular books. I feel like we can protect black authors from unfair criticism. I feel like we could do that, without protecting black books from fair criticism. And so I just feel like, and it goes back to this idea of attacking the problem, not the person,
Hmm.
right? I feel like we can attack the problem, discuss the problem in a healthy way, and there should be a safe space for us to do so. But that doesn't mean that we're attacking the author, right? Like that author still has worth, that author still has purpose, that dignity is intact. And I just feel like we just need to have safe conversations and serious conversations about why a book is great or why a book is whack and why. We,
And I
we can't
think
do that
that
just because they're black. That's
and I
that's
think
lame.
that I
That's
think
weird.
that we owe it, like when you say that, author, KLD, like when we talking about these, it ain't even, we not even speak. I just brought that up as a means to, like, that's like there's no in between when you're, you know what I'm saying, when you're dealing with certain demographics, right? But in our space, in our space as a bookish content creator, as a book podcasters, who mainly we do reviews and we do author interviews, right? We owe it to people, that watch us, that listen to us, we owe them honesty. We owe them transparency.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it can be done in a positive light. Not everything has to be done negatively. I can put my dislike out there properly without just coming out and being like, book trash, don't buy it, you're gonna waste your money,
Exactly.
da 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 da. We're not doing that, right?
No.
If you watch us, and this is the thing about it too, if you watch us, you know we have a whole critique rubric where we go through different points, whether it's
Facts.
plot, setting, character development, themes,
Emotional impact.
summary, emotional impact. We have a whole critique rubric around the book. So even if it's one portion of the book we didn't like, there
Yeah.
might be a whole nother portion that we do like. So, and we don't, that's the difference I feel like that separates us from most podcasts.
Yeah.
We dive super deep
And
into the
we
book
rate
where we're
each
pulling out, right,
bullet point for the
and we
rubric.
rate each bullet point going there. So even if the plot and the setting was like a two bookmarks, everything else might be three, four, five bookmarks. It's just a system that we go by. And I think that that has to be transparent. But you would only get that if you watched us, right? For
Yeah.
somebody who just coming on here and they're like, or they see a clip of us and they seeing like it's a clip of us, we might not be talking about a certain thing. But it's like you got to watch the whole episode. That's what we don't do clickbait. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like we don't do clickbait. So if you follow us and you know what we're about, you know how our format is when we actually do a book review. So
Real
we don't
talk.
talk about overall books like, oh, the book was just trash and I didn't like this and I didn't like that. We have points
We
and
go in
sub
depth.
points into going in depth about the book. So we don't just come out and do a flat rate of just one to
No,
five. Like,
no.
nah. So that's what I mean by our critique, our critique. I don't know
Yeah.
about nobody else's, but I'm talking about over here. We do an in-depth deep dive.
Pause.
Pause.
And
Absolutely.
so we're talking about criticism, right? And critiquing books, whether they're black books or, written by whoever. I feel that criticism can actually be an act
Mhm.
of respect. And
Yeah.
and here and before we talk about like let's really define like criticism and what it sometimes means. Sometimes criticism means I believe this story could be better. It's like point blank. I believe this story could be better.
Hmm.
And what I'm saying there is, listen, I've engaged with it, right? You've engaged with it. You've thought about it. You've cared enough to articulate why something didn't work for you, right? And
Right.
what we got to realize is that indifference is sometimes a bigger insult than art. Uh, I'll say it like this: sometimes indifference is a bigger insult to the art than criticism. And here's why. Like going back to your Kendrick analogy, right?
Hmm.
Like you give why Kendrick is not hot, why he's trash to you, right?
Hmm.
And you even get into like the numbers. A lot of times you'll quote the numbers. If anybody watched us for any time of period or know Jay or been in our TikTok lives, like you'll talk about why. You talk about his numbers aren't there. You talk about the number ones that Drake's have. Like you give some credible arguments, right? And some speaking
Hmm.
points to that. And I feel like if you're indifferent, you ask somebody, man, what you think about that Drake and Kendrick battle?
Right.
It's like, do you
Right.
really know music? Do you really know? Like, how do you feel about Jimi Hendrix? Like, he all right. What? It's Jimi
But
Hendrix. You know what I'm saying? What do you think about
right.
Michael Jackson? Motown 25 when he did the moonwalk. Uh, nah.
Right. It was it was
It was
cool.
like,
But
and so I
why?
feel like indifference is sometimes a bigger insult than critiquing. If I take the time out and took your work seriously
Right.
and was engaged from cover to cover, come on, bro.
Would you lie and give a
That's
good
a
review
big
for?
up.
Let me ask you this: would you not keep it a ban for the sake of not being blacklisted of getting interviews? Because in this space, let's be honest, everybody kind of know each other.
Mm.
Everybody, so one bad review could put you on that. Because this ain't no different from the music
I feel like
industry.
we
You
got to
could
be
be
fearless, bro. We got to be
Absolutely.
fearless, man. As content creators, man, as bookish reviewers, we got to be fearless, bro. Great art shouldn't be afraid of hard conversations, bro.
Mm.
We can't be getting punked by like hard and in the on and on the other side of that is true too. Authors can't be afraid of hard conversations. I
Yeah.
feel like you just hopping on podcasts so you can get a applause,
Mm.
just so you could get marketing, or do you want to have a real conversation?
And
And
I
I'm not
think
saying it's our MO when we push
no,
record on the
no, no,
camera. I'm just saying that
no.
like you got to be ready for both.
And I think that some authors, right? So like I think notoriety sets the point for bad critiques, right? So let me give you an example. If I was to if I was to trash a book that nobody heard of this author, I don't think it'll be a problem, right? Because nobody heard of them, or minimal people read the book.
Yeah.
But let's say I go at a Kennedy Ryan book, and I might say I didn't like this, I didn't like that book, because she's so well loved in the community. We could wind up getting blacklisted for
Listen,
everything,
it's true.
because the no is it notoriety that's gonna get us right. But then
Yeah.
people are come, it's crazy, right? People are coming to the DMs and be like, "Yo, I didn't like that book." They'll DM it, and
But
I
publicly,
promise you, but
they're
publicly
not.
they not doing that. So
But
then
I
what are you
think that's a
doing?
win. That's a dub right there, bro.
But then what are
Because
you
you creating
doing?
a book that's even worth arguing about.
But then look, but then why is it that content creators are struggling to balance between the critique and the art form? Because every bookish content creator that I seen, let's just be hold on, let's be clear. When
I
it
think I
come
know where you're
down
about
to
to go with this.
the when it come down to the community, bro, they not gonna do that. They gonna hold all opinions. And then it's like that whole remember like dude from Recess, the orange haired kid that was behind the teacher in detention. They be pointing at it like if we say it, then they'll be like, all right, they said it. So
Yeah.
I'm just commenting off of what they said. Because I've seen that we've done that before where we might have not liked something, and then people will come out the woodworks and be like, yeah, 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 you know what? I didn't like that. And it's like, did y'all feel this way? So y'all content creators as well. So why didn't y'all talk about this and do it in a positive light? But nah, bro.
Mm,
It's a tough, it's a line that you have to straddle when you're dealing with the African American culture or African American book culture, right? Because if I say free to trash,
right.
right? No, I ain't gonna
Right.
bat eye. They just going they going people gonna express their opinion. I
Real
ain't gonna
talk.
get canceled. I ain't
Nope.
gonna lose no interviews.
Nope.
People just gonna be like, you bugging. You should read this by her. So why can't it be like that the other way around? If I say I'm only talking in general. I'm not saying that because I love the curvy. Like, let's say I'd be like, the Curvy Girl series was trash. Da 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 da.
Is that
Everybody
hating
gonna be
or is
like
that criticism?
that. I feel like that's a. If I just straight say that, that's hating. By the way, I love the Curvy Girl series. Do not.
Facts.
I'm just giving an example, right?
Shout
Do
out to
not
Daniel
even try
Allen.
to right. Shout out to Daniel Allen. Wonderful series,
Yeah,
wonderful book.
no
Nina and
doubt.
Jazz. You know what I'm saying? Aaliyah, top
Hmm.
top three women in the book for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Leah's
So
dope.
right. So, but we
Shout
give
out to
what's up,
shout
Queen?
out to Unc.
Right. Shout out
Aaliyah's
to Unc.
uncle.
Right. Shout out to Unc. But we
Uncle's
like those
wilding.
books. So we give those books fair. We give those books fair criticism, right?
Right.
But if we go the opposite way, and I'll be like, let's just say, right, I don't like Qua Millie because I don't like the roaches in the hood gave my pastor a BBL or whatever the hell he be doing, right? If I say his books is trash, you think anybody gonna argue with me? My pastor got abducted by an alien with a BBL.
He be
Like,
wilding with these titles,
do
bro.
you think anybody's gonna defend anybody?
Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh.
It's
That's not. Is that a
notoriety.
book worth arguing about? I
It's
don't.
notoriety though, but
It's for
notoriety
comedy.
sets the criticism apart. If
Yeah.
anybody was like, let's take this one for instance. If anybody was to ever criticize Jaquel J, you will be canceled on
The
threads in a
cousins are coming for
heartbeat.
you. They
They
sending the
coming for
dolphins
your
after
neck.
you. It's a wrap, bro.
Somebody might see you in the street and pull up on you, bro.
Hey,
It's a
Jay, I
real
want to do a
deal.
segment, bro. I want to do a segment
Go
real
ahead.
quick, man. I'm gonna call it criticism or hating, and I'm gonna read some statements to you, Jay, and I want to let the chat
Clean what?
decide. I want y'all to respond in the chat, and then I want you to respond as well, Jay. I'm gonna say a statement, and you just simply respond. And I'm gonna ask, is it criticism or hating?
Hmm.
And you decide. All right.
I got you.
All right. If I say the pacing was terrible, is that criticism or hating?
Ah,
It's one
just
just
that
one or the
one word.
other. Just one or the other. No, no, we don't need no
I think that's I think
dissertation.
that's hating.
That's hating. The pacing was
I
terrible.
think if you say the pacing is terrible without giving context, is hating.
All right, but you can say that for anything. All right, all right. If I say I don't understand how this got published, is that criticism or hating?
That's hating, bro.
Okay,
That's hating, bro. That's
that's
just straight
hating.
up hate.
All right.
That's
What if
hate.
I said? What if I said this author cannot write?
What? That's disrespect. That's
That's
hate, bro.
disrespect.
That's hating, bro.
All right. Now this is a big one right here because I
Look,
was thinking about this earlier today.
Arthur KLD said the first one he said it was criticism. The second one he said was hating.
The second one said was hating. I
Yeah,
feel like the first one was
and he
criticism.
said so he's criticism, hating, and hating.
Okay. All right. Cool. Next, DNF. The characters annoyed me. Is that criticism or hating?
I think that's criticism. KOLD, cold. So is it cold? So it's Arthur underscore cold. I got it.
Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. Cool.
I
All
think
right.
that's criticism.
I think that's criticism too.
I
If the
think that's
characters
criticism.
are annoying, I could see that
All right,
because
let me say
in
this.
the Crave
Unpopular
series,
opinion. Stevie annoyed the hell out of me in 10,000 Hours Menace. She I hated that character, bro. I
you didn't
dislike
care. You didn't
Stevie.
care for Stevie.
No. Hell no.
Okay.
She was one of my
Okay.
she's one of the worst FMCs in the Delgado
And then
series, bro. She's
Menace
pointless.
and Capri
We know
ignored
Menace
you.
is corny.
Yeah. All right. All right. I got another. I got some more for you. I received an ARC. I received the arc, but I wouldn't recommend this book. Is that
Oh,
criticism or
that's
hating?
hating. Cause
That's
you ain't giving no context. And then you don't need context for that. You just say, yo, I got the art. Hated it. Like, remember that joint, Men
do you
on Movies? Hated
hated
it. Hated it.
it?
He
Men on
said,
film.
Cole said
Men,
that's an observation. He said I felt Capri was a homie hopper and they was on my head.
oh my
Exactly, bro.
goodness!
Exactly.
Wow, where were
Shout out to my
you when
boy
we?
Big
Where
Salute.
were
Where was you when we needed
you?
you, son?
Where were
Where was you
you?
when we needed you?
All right, all right, all right. Enough of Capri. All right, here's our last one. Everybody hyped this book and y'all lied. Is that criticism or
Oh, nah,
hating?
that's criticism, bro.
It's criticism.
I don't even think that's hate. I like that one because it's a lot of those out there. It's a
Yeah,
lot of them out there.
man. Oh my god, especially on
People
TikTok,
reference
bro.
books, and I'm like, nah, that won't it.
Mm,
And it's okay to say that won't it. Like if I be like, oh, that wasn't it. It
that
wasn't for
wasn't.
me.
Hey, I like a. We need to start a that wasn't it segment.
Yeah. Oh, that won't it.
That
That
wasn't
won't
it.
it.
That wasn't it. All right, cool, 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 man. That's crazy, man. Hey, so question, man. Um, would you rather follow a book influencer who occasionally hurts your feelings with honesty, or one who lies beautifully every week?
Nah, I need that. I need my heart to be broken.
Mm,
I need my heart to be broken. Right? I need my heart to be broken. Cause I need honesty, bro. Cause guess what? This costs money, bro. Audible subscriptions cost money. Kindle costs money. I don't care how many books you can read.
going to the
It's
book
still
festivals and walking away with the stacks
it
and the
still
tote bags
costs
full.
bread, bro.
Real
And if I
talk.
have to pay for
Even
something,
the travel to go and support these authors and what, man. Listen, you
Cole
bring up a
said he
good
need
point.
honesty every time, bro. I need
Mm,
honesty. I would take
honesty.
somebody. I'm gonna follow the honesty because guess what? I know when I go to their page, I'm gonna get an honest review, right?
Hmm.
And it's okay to say, hey, the book wasn't for me, but some of y'all might like it. Go and support. You can say everything, right? But they ain't
Go
gonna take the
still
part.
go and support. Read it
They're
for
not gonna take
yourself.
that part. They're not gonna take the part where you said, go and support, read it for yourself. I recommend you go read it so you might have a different opinion and let's come and talk about it. They
That
won't
part.
talk about that part, but they'll just say anything else. And it's like, what can we do? So I'm taking an honest
Let
critique,
me
bro.
let me ask you this: if you never publicly dislike a book, are you really a reviewer?
No, no, no,
Why?
no, no. Because you're. My wife told me one time.
Yeah,
She said anything untold is a lie. You didn't tell me you kept it. You kept it for a reason. You lying. You fooling people. You
mm,
won't give out your bad critiques because of what? Because of you because you're fearful of losing people. You can't be
hey,
fear
Threads gonna
if
come after him,
think
bro.
about it. All right. If you a podcast and you a hip hop culture podcast, but you don't want to tell nobody anybody got a bad album. Everybody music is good. Quiet on the creek. Quiet on the creek. So we
Hey,
cool. That's fire, right? That's trash. Horrible music. But I can say that without. But I guarantee you, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna jump out the window like that for a book. I'm a little nervous.
mm,
But just how easy I can say that song is horrible,
right.
right? I can say that song is horrible with no disdain, right? I can give you reasons why, but I don't have no problem saying that. But I won't say that on a book. I mean, I would, but we gotta be mindful,
It's no that song is no different than a Yin Yang Twins whisper song
right?
though.
You a
It's
yes
it's
man.
just it's the Yin Yang whisper song in 2026. That's all it is.
So
Yeah.
Arthur Cole said he said as an author, I look for the critiques because it might help me in my pen game. And he said
Okay,
the other question he said is if you do all that, you a yes man. I can't be a
that's
yes man.
exactly what went to my head. I was gonna say that, man. I'm glad he
Can't
brought
be a
that up.
yes man. And that's what these people like when they talk about, oh, you work for like they coming at Charlemagne because he worked for Rock Nation, right? Everybody like,
Right.
well, you work for Rock Nation. And I don't want that. I don't work for nobody. We independent over here. You know what I'm saying? We not under no
I
microscope. We
feel
not
like
under
that's hurting. I
nobody
feel like
junk.
that's hurting Charlemagne because every time he bring up Rock Nation, he's
Right.
defending Rock
Right.
Nation
And I
and
don't want
giving
to
the
be
old
in
boy Ray
pockets.
Daniels what is his
Right.
name, the
Donkey of
donkey
the
of the
day.
day.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I feel like that hurts him as a reviewer and as a critique and an influencer of the culture. And so that brings up another question. I'm glad Cole Arthur said this. I want to ask him this: do authors want honest reviews, or do they want honest reviews as long as they're positive?
Ooh. Yikes.
I'm
that's a
curious, and I
that's a
know he
good
can't
one,
speak for
bro.
all authors, but I'm just wondering, like, are you only hopping on a pod if people are applauding you and whatnot? And I get it; it's good for the book, but do you have the stamina? Do you have the resolve to sit in that chair, get in front of that mic, that SM7B, and give
Yeah.
get a review that's pretty challenging, receive a review that's pretty challenging, and sit there 10 toes and defend your art, right? Or say, you know what? That's a reasonable critique.
Hmm.
I'm gonna take that and do what Cole said, man. I'm gonna get better with my pen.
And I don't
But
know. I don't know if. Let me ask you this though: do you think an author would come out and tell you that wasn't their best work? Is it
I've heard it done.
is it better for an author to come out and say? Because then I feel like if an author come out and say it, then it's like everybody would have no problem because they'll say in the comments they'll be like, oh well, they said it wasn't their best work.
I gotta
But
get
why
up.
does it take for them? Why does it take for them to say
Getting
that that's not their best work? Why would it be?
cheeks getting on.
Nah, you oh my god. I wish I had a bookmark on a play. We need to start. We need to get the bookmarks on the play and throw that on the play, bro. That's a
That was
book
crazy.
on
Cheeks
live. You
getting
said
up.
the cheeks is getting. Oh no! Disregard that, people. Do not.
We not
Sometimes on
editing
live,
it.
we may not recording
Man, hey,
live. I mean, we
listen,
recording
man.
live,
We've been
but
going for 40 minutes.
yo, my son said the cheek. Anyway, all right. Cole said he do. He said he don't
Quiet on the
care
creek.
about the
Quiet
ratings.
on the
I
creek.
hate this. I dislike that song. He said he do. He said I don't care about ratings. I just hate ghosts. I hate ghost ratings. Like people who see the book doing good and they leave a low rating with no comment as to why. And that
I could
sometimes
respect that. Yeah,
I
like give
respect
me a
that.
why. Give me a why.
And then
Yeah.
is it fair when people say like if I read the book, right, and we consume the book and we know everything about the book, we're giving you valid point after valid point after valid point, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we read the book. Why can't we criticize the book if we have some criticisms, right?
I
Isn't
feel
that
you.
go along with the rating, right? The award shows they criticize because they go by what was hot, you know what I'm saying? What was the impact? You know, how did the culture take it? And all of these et ceteras. But it just seemed like in a black book space, bro, if you critique anything, you get on the opposite side, and that could get you shadow banned. No author interviews, people not liking your stuff. But we not in the business for we not in the business for that. We in the business of keeping it a band,
Uh huh.
right?
Yep.
Respectfully keeping it a band and doing a service, not a disservice,
Right.
doing a service to the people who actually want the honest truth from these from book content creators. Because everybody, can I say something that
Y-
might be controversial?
Go ahead. You
I'm
always
I'm gonna say this:
say things that.
90% of the bookish content creators create fluff, bro. I think they create fluff so they can stay relevant in the space of positivity.
What are you doing, Jay?
Which it's the truth.
It's the
The
truth.
moment, bro, if I go ahead and I say this book was the greatest book ever, right? Because I'm following the trend,
Right.
right?
Y'all, if
I'm
y'all
gonna
ain't
get
read this
love.
book, man,
I'm gonna
y'all
get
but
love. Everybody gonna come in. Y'all read this, da 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 da. But say that book is corny. Say the book is whack, and then you see the opposite. You gonna get a lot of hate. You might get some people that unfollow you. That's how strong it is with these books.
and then
People will lose, lock off for you.
what's happening is I'm finding that a lot of some of these bookish content creators and book reviewers and critics are friends with the author. And so my question is,
I ain't
can
gonna
he
say
or
you
she
can.
still fairly review a book
If the art,
if
no,
you're,
no, no, no,
you know, you
no, you
homies
can't.
with the author?
You can't. You can't. You can't. It's just like the music industry. Ray Daniels just did that, right? And he got
Mm-hmm.
a call from Charlemagne. The moment you start speaking out, if you under that umbrella, you
Yeah.
can't say nothing bad about the author. So if I'm a content creator and they done had me
And
come
that's
out and
and I think of and I'm sorry to interrupt, but I
right,
think about with this question, I think about what's her name? Angie Martinez.
right.
Has she ever said anything negative about Hove music?
Hell no. She under the wing. What you mean? We know Angie under the wing, bro. We know Angie
Mm.
under the wing. Let's be clear, bro. This
So
is
you
New York.
controlling the press. It's kind of like Trump. Like he cleared out the press room of any haters
Did you see any
or
bad
any
things? All right,
opposing.
let's be real.
Uh-huh.
Did you hear anything bad thing? Did you see a bad review about Kennedy Ryan's score?
No.
That might get us a little that might get us a little looked at a little crazy way. But I ain't seen nothing bad about score. Not one person from the reviews that I seen. Everybody trying to get that, but and
It's
us
hard.
keeping it.
I don't hear any negative critiques. I don't hear no top 10 DNFs. I don't see those reels. I don't hear anything negative about any like major black authors, bro. Like
But you
you
know what you see?
what'd you see?
Top 10 books, not Freedom McFadden.
You ain't gonna let that go.
Top 10, top 10 thriller authors,
Leave
not
my
Freedom
girl
McFadden.
alone, man.
But they do this all the
Leave my
time.
girl alone, man.
This is the goat we talking about. And then I'm seeing videos of how many videos you can go out there now
But
and see
here's my
top
thing.
10.
Would you give your favorite author
Yeah.
two stars or two bookmarks publicly?
I didn't like the surrogate mother.
What
So
was it?
people
Two
can
stars.
understand. So people
Okay.
can
All right.
understand where we going with this,
I'm
right?
just saying.
Frida's my
Let's go
favorite
there.
author of all time. Let's be clear. There's
Mm-hmm.
nobody, in my opinion, that I think is better in the thriller aspect than Frida. I didn't like the teacher. I gave the teacher 2.5 stars. Right.
Mm.
I didn't like the surrogate mother. I gave that 2 stars. The locked door, I gave two. I think I get a locked door 3. Right. What was the other one? Uh, man, there was another one that I gave. I gave is it the not the boyfriend, the stepson? Is it the perfect son?
The
The
perfect son.
perfect son. I gave that a 2.5. I liked it, but when you
Uh-huh.
read an author's work so much, when
Yeah.
you go into the Never Lie, the War D, the boyfriend, Dear Debbie, the divorce, the housemaid series, right? When you go into all of those and you read those at a high pace, and then you come back, it's like it didn't hit the way the other books hit. Don't mean it won't good. It was still a decent thriller. but it just won't hit like the other ones.
That part. Because here's what I find. Here's what I realize. I realize that a 5-star review, when you give constant 5-star reviews, you
Yeah. Hold on. Look at this. Cole said he right. A lot of them don't read for real. They only ever talk about what's trending, never just a regular book or author.
mm,
I wish I would have said that. Cole, shout out Cole,
we
shout
gotta
out to
pin
you,
that. Can we
brother.
pin that statement? Can we pin that comment?
I wish. I
Yeah.
wish.
We'll
That's
we'll
a
pin
that's a
it. We'll
real
pin it on the
comment
back end. That's
because
a real
everybody
comment.
following the trail. Everybody following.
I've man, a 5-star review you don't believe is just a polite lie. It is, bro. It's just a polite lie because your favorite author can write a bad book. They can, and guess what? You will survive. Life goes on, right? Jay dropped some albums. I ain't gonna say albums, but
American Gangsta is horrible.
you're crazy for that. No,
American Gangsta
it's
is
the most
terrible.
slept on album.
It's
No,
horrible.
I'm gonna tell you
What's the other
what
one?
I
The
think
one with Ocean's on there.
The Blueprint 2 didn't do it for me.
Gift and a Curse?
I played it. Yeah, I played
Gift
it.
and a
I
Curse is
listened to
fire
it a
though, bro.
lot.
What?
No,
Is that
Blueprint
Hola
1.
Jovito? That might be
No,
Hola Jovito.
no. Hold up,
The
Jovito is
ruler back?
Blueprint 1. The Ruler's Back, I think, is no, the Ruler's Back is Blueprint. Ruler's Back may be Blueprint 2.
I want to say it's
The,
Blueprint
the
2.
Blueprint 2 got the dream on there. It was all a dream.
Okay.
He had
I
some
didn't.
joints on there, but I just feel like he had better songs. Like Jay didn't like Volume 1
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
Cough Up a
volume
Lung
one.
Where I'm From,
From
Marcy, Son Ain't
Marcy
Nothing Nice.
son, yeah.
And I'm just like, wow. He didn't like 3. He said his friends like, man, you dropped a dud on 3.
And
And I'm
that's
like,
okay.
and
There's
I'm just
nothing
like,
wrong with that.
wow, I kind of rock with 3 because it's like Jigga man, you rich, take your do rag
Back
off.
off.
You know what I'm saying? Dropping you
You
back
back
off.
off. That's
Yeah,
my junk.
that's
But
my
it's like,
joint.
but it's like I think that when we review an author, when we have an interview with an author,
Uh huh.
we don't ask for nothing on the back end.
Ever.
We ask for an opportunity to interview, but we not showing up. We not. I'm not gonna say we not friends. What I'm saying is we not under the umbrella. We cool, but we not under the
Nah,
umbrella,
we're not under the
right?
umbrella, bro.
So you can't have us on your side like how Rock Nation has all of these different people, media people on their side, and academics is always going at them. I'm not saying we academics, we far from that. But what I'm saying is we in a space right now where we not under nobody umbrella. So
Right.
everybody's fair game when we talk about this stuff.
But still, come holler at us, Black Effect.
Yeah.
Come holler, come holler at us,
But
Charlotte.
I
Man.
just I just
Come
I just
holler at
feel
us.
like everybody try
I
to
heart.
I feel like the content creators be trying to, and this ain't no shot at nobody, I promise you. This ain't a shot at nobody.
Nah,
I think the content creators sometimes they get attached to the author and they can't separate themselves from the work.
man. Where are the sound effects? Where are the clue? Where's the clue bombs?
I'm
Where?
telling you, man.
Where
I know it, bro.
the?
I know it.
Sheesh. Now, here's what I will say, man. I believe that authors
Hold on,
deserve.
Drew. Chanel Pittman on YouTube. She said, if you're a genuine person, regardless of the relationship, you should be able to provide genuine critiques and ratings. Thank you. These
Yeah.
ratings, these ratings people give out be false. See what I'm saying, bro? I know we be in the right. I know we be in the right place. Shout out, Chanel. Appreciate you.
Or maybe they're only reviewing books they like.
KOD, we read all genres, man. We locked in with all genres. We
And
don't
especially,
care. We don't
yeah,
care
real
what we
talk.
read, man.
Yeah,
We
thriller.
we actually about to go into the. We're gonna be going into the word soon.
Yeah, the
So
word. We're gonna do some
the
some
Bible for those
nonfiction.
who
We're gonna
don't
do
know.
some nonfiction.
we
You know
got
what
we
I'm
got some.
saying? Yeah,
We did nonfiction. We both read
yeah,
Rich Paul junk. We both
yeah,
read Rich
yeah.
Paul book.
Man,
His
lucky
by his
me, lucky
autobiography.
me.
We both read Lucky Me.
Yeah, autobiographies, biographies. We're doing them all, man.
So we
Like,
we don't we don't we don't
uh,
we don't discriminate on any, and that's another thing too. We not opposed to no different genre, so we don't get tied down into just saying, hey, you know what I mean? Street lit, absolutely. We definitely lock in with street lit. It depends though.
oh yeah,
It
yeah.
depends. We ain't into like what you want to say. What was the most? Nah, I mean we really into everything as long as
We're
it's
into
not like too
everything.
much
Yeah,
SCX. because I skip it for the
I
most
skipped
part
that because I ain't really. I listen to audiobooks and I ain't trying to
because
like.
I can
That's
get the
just
picture. Once
weird.
he beat, he
Yeah,
beat. We can
yeah,
move on to the next scene. So for
yeah.
me,
Just kiss, fade to
two
black. We
right
know what
kiss.
happened.
We know what happened. I don't need the moaning noises and all that. That's
Me
just not.
either.
That's not for me.
That's
I just
that's for the women. I feel like that's for ladies that like. I don't know. That's
yeah.
weird. Just listening to that. Like
Yeah, I be feeling like, yo, what? Like even with
I'm the
Capri,
third person in the room. This is
even with Capri,
weird.
when he was talking Big Pie, I was just like 15 seconds, 15
15,
seconds. Cause
15.
I'm already knowing what y'all doing, right? I do it all the time, right?
Oh my
So
gosh,
15
yeah. Like
seconds,
I don't have to hear
15
that
seconds,
part.
15 seconds. You know what I'm saying?
And
So
that's gonna save
I
me
just
15 minutes overall.
right overall. I just like
Yeah.
skipping the sex scenes. It's just not for me. Like that's for any book. I'm not really, don't matter who wrote it. I'm just not that type of. I'm not into the moaning noises and all that extra stuff. It's just not for me. You know what I mean? But
Yeah. And I feel like book talk. I want to come at book talk for a minute
uh
because
oh, I'm gonna let you do that yourself. Let me push this mic away.
book talk cannot in threads, they cannot simultaneously call itself a reviewing community
It's not.
and then treat every negative view like violence, right? Because every negative review isn't violence, bro. Like I feel like we should be credible, man. Like for real. And it's what Cole Arthur said. I hope I'm saying it right. Is it Cole the Arthur or Cole Arthur?
It's Arthur underscore cold.
Oh, Carter underscore Cole. Like we can't be yes man in this profession. We can't be yes man. I feel like we gotta give honest reviews, or else like the whole bookish community is gonna turn whack. It's gonna be whack. For real. It's the emperor's new clothes all over again, bro.
How
Ain't
many
nobody gonna
people?
tell you naked, bro. Yo, ain't nobody gonna tell you your Rice Krispies all out, bro. Like for real, man. Like put them away, And so, like, I feel like somebody has to give a honest review. Like, I rather somebody stab me in my face than stab me in my back.
mm, mm.
Just real talk, man. Stab me in my face. Tell the truth, man. We grown here, right? I don't know, man.
Like
I'm getting
and
tired.
and before we get out of here, I just want to say you have to watch us to understand what we do, right? You cannot
Yeah,
just form your because then if you're not doing your research you can't just say I don't like something and then not have no research to back it up.
yeah,
You're going
yeah.
if you're going based off this live for what you see, then you
Mm-mm.
haven't really tapped in with us, and that's
Yeah,
fine.
you haven't
Because if you
tapped
have
into the
tapped in with
rubric.
us, you would know how our reviews go and what
Yeah,
we do. And we're not book content creators. We are a book podcast, right? We
yeah,
are a
yeah.
book
Yeah.
podcast. We are the culture.
Yeah.
We are the culture for book podcasts.
We're a
Because what
bookish
we do,
brand. We're even bigger than a podcast, bro. Like, cause we got some things coming up, man. I done brought out the family reunion rag, man. We got some things coming up, man. We got conferences coming up, festivals, the whole nine, man.
so
So we got
before you
merch.
say before you
We're a
say you
brand.
don't like us, watch one of our reviews and see where we're coming from when we actually rate these books and we actually talk about these
Real
books.
talk.
Form your own opinion instead of looking at this live and saying, "Oh, I don't like them guys. They critique my author." We haven't even critiqued any author except for Quali Mill, whatever his name is, Qua Mills, right? I just think that his books make absolutely no sense, and I don't
Yeah.
think that I'm
Yeah,
wrong for that.
dude,
Right?
wow.
You got an
But hey,
alien
guess
getting
what?
your pastor
He's he's
pregnant.
he's selling.
He's selling,
He's
and that's
selling,
that works for
man.
him.
He's
That's cool.
selling. He found
Shout
the he
out
found
to
the
him.
formula, man.
I just know that I wouldn't read his books because they're not for me. You
That
know what I
part.
mean? But it's like we can have constructive criticism. People got to get
Yeah.
these. People got to get these. They got to get out their feelings for their favorite authors and just listen sometimes, and then form your opinion, and then say, "Hey, I'm not really feeling y'all guys like that. We understand. We thank you for watching. We hope that you come back. If not, we understand." That's it.
That's it.
KOD is an author of Ducati Mob, Love Dangerous, which are my most popular books right now. I like y'all convo is real. KOD, man, we
Appreciate
going
it.
we gonna talk. We gonna
Appreciate
talk.
it, KOD. I just
Are your books on Kindle or Audible? Because if it's on
yeah.
Audible, Jew got it. I got it too on Audible, but I got
Yeah.
my Kindle as
How can
well
we
right
get
now.
a hold of your books, man?
How can we get a hold of the
Put the
books
put the link in the chat.
before we get out of here?
Yeah,
We
man.
try to
Want to
we
catch
try to
up.
stay we try to stay
Real.
under the hour, but we
And I think
definitely
like
will
these
read
bookish
your book.
reviewers, bro, these bookish content creators got to realize that you don't prove you love books by loving every book, right? You can prove you love books by giving an honest critique. Hey
What's the
y'all,
difference between a book review and a book podcaster, in your opinion? You put you on the spot.
I feel like okay, and so a book reviewer, I feel like they simply review books. I feel like we do more than just review books. We interview authors, we interview um voice actors for the audiobooks. I feel like we talk on like topics like this, of controversial topics. We discuss that. We do more than just give book reviews and, five bookmarks or 5 stars as some other people do. We actually dive into the bookish community and try to cover as much ground as possible, books
Right.
being one of many things that we cover. Yeah, I think
Good
that's the
night.
difference.
Shout out to Bree Coleman. She was in the chat. Go get her book,
Wow,
Deception.
what's up, Bree?
Go get her book,
Go watch our
Deception.
interview.
Go get the Sixth Couple. Watch our
Yeah,
interview. She's an awesome thriller writer. We read
yeah,
both of her books, The Sixth Couple. We didn't
yeah.
read the third one that she had. She got
Swingwood
another
Estates,
boo.
baby.
So shout out
Let's
to Bree.
go.
Grab her
Yeah,
book. Arthur Cole. He said, look it up. He got 21 titles right now. He said he got Love and Dangerous is going to be on Audible the 18th for this month. All right, so we're going to be looking for Love and Dangerous on Audible the 18th of this month, so we could go ahead read it
Love and
and
Dangerous.
do
Let's
a
go.
review. We're gonna do a review live. How about that, KLD? We'll have it live so you can
KOD, and then
really
you could
tap
join
into
us, and
us.
we, hey,
Yeah,
let's
you
do
can
it,
tap
bro.
in with us, man. We be our first
Uh,
ever live interview on this, right? So
Reach
no
out to
problem,
us,
Bree.
bro.
No
Reach
problem,
out to
Bree.
us.
Anytime, anytime. But let me before we get out of here, I want to tell y'all this, right? And I'm gonna leave y'all with this. If you do a book review in 60 seconds, that's not a real book review. That's it. Ain't nothing else to say. You can't read a book and dissect that book and give me 60 seconds and think that I'm gonna walk away
You
knowing what
just
the
you
book
just
was
made a lot
truly
of people
about.
mad, bro. You
And that's
just
okay. It's not my problem.
I'm gonna leave you with this, and then I'm gonna get up out of here because I'm starting to sweat. Um, we don't owe Arthur's praise. We don't owe you that. We don't owe. We owe them fairness. That's what we owe them. If we owe you anything, we owe you fairness, and we owe our audience honesty. That's what we owe. I feel like it's sweeter if it's coming from a genuine place,
Hmm.
right? Not a I'm just going with the flow of everything that I seen on TikTok, and I don't want threads to come after me. I don't want Jaquel J's fan base to send them dolphins after me. We owe Arthur's fairness. We owe our Arthur's our audience honesty. We don't owe praise. All right, gotta earn that. So, man, the 60-second joint is crazy though, bro. Sheesh,
Yeah, man. Because you
man.
can plot, storyline, characters. How can you get all that theme? How can you get all that to me in 60 seconds, bro? That's not dissecting the book. You got to make me feel the book. You can't tell me that
You
for real,
took.
for somebody like me, a 60-second book review ain't gonna get me, dog. It's just not gonna get me. It's not gonna get me. You
I
can't.
can't trust it, right? I can't trust it. Unless you Jordan A. Jordan A can get me. Like
Dolphins?
Jordan, Jordan A can get me, man. She probably be like, yo, cause she be going in, how she presented. I don't know. Maybe
But
Jordan
she
A.
also talk books too. She don't
Yeah,
just
she does long form content as well.
shout
And
out to Jordan A. We love your work. We love your
go
reels. You know,
subscribe to
we
Jordan
told
A
you
for Jordan
you got
A.
the best reels. Go subscribe to her YouTube channel for Jordan A. Catch her on. If you probably already following her, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because she's definitely popping out here in the
Bro.
streets. We
If you
love
don't know
what you're
who she
doing.
is, like, where
If
you
you don't know
been?
what she's doing, you're doing it wrong. But we love her. She's a proud spokesman for
No
all
doubt.
black authors,
No
man. And we
doubt.
love what she's doing in the culture, man. But
No doubt.
but this is another episode of the Bookfest Club. I'm your co-host Jay, the
And I'm your
speaker.
co-host, Jules, the architect.